Namaste. Namaste. I hope everybody is doing perfect, pouring in love, everybody having fun, enjoying, rejoicing in ascension journey. It's beautiful. Energy may be intense, but not so much beautiful more. Well, this is not actually new moon report. Far out. I want to speak about really the topic in the title. This is very important topic. There are some long channelings on YouTube from others, scientific. I just want to say it very simply. If I say simple, it's understood very easily, without scientific complication. I just get headaches too much science. But everything can be explained so simply. But why I'm speaking and new moon, 99 portal. You know these portals that are going on one after another, and energy points, energy updates, energy upgrades are more and more intense and real and divine and godly, less human. Those who are really riding the wave on the front of the roar, so others can follow, really can feel this. And this is not a game. This is actually what Christ has said. You will do greater things, but you have to choose. This is actually you becoming as Christ, as Krishna. Maybe not in a year or two. It takes long. Enlightenment, ascension is a long process. Enlightenment comes when you log out of the matrix. This is just end of karma. We can say simply what enlightenment is. End of living in fear and in mind, ruling in mind. So, this actual 9-9 portal, which starts with new moon in Virgo. Virgo, she's very thorough, analytical, knows how, where something is found, from where something is coming, why, how. Virgo, knowing. So it's not coincidence that such kind of energy is coming on the new moon in Virgo, and it's actually 9-9 portal. How beautiful, a new moon, huh? But what I want to say is that energy codes that are available and felt today insanely in my meditation and even now and towards the day are amazing. And I heard some confirmation, somebody speaking about this on YouTube who has many followers, more than me. But I didn't speak about this. I just, when I get a confirmation, then I even get more inspiration to speak about just that, because confirmations are beautiful. That's why I watch videos, to upload, download more, to dive more deep, and to get confirmations of what is coming from my heart. That's beautiful when truth is confirmed. When many are speaking same truth, and truth is beautiful, and we should feel this truth. You know, because many are speaking very different truths, religious truths, and you feel fear in heart and cage and like this. It's not okay. But when many are speaking same truth and this truth feels very lovely, this is what I advise everybody to feel into in their heart. Well, truth shall set us free, and truth is nothing what we ever thought. But what I am to speak now, you might heard sometimes before, somewhere. But this is the code, this is the energy code that is available at this 9-9 portal. And some very fortunate souls on this earth, few can embody and realize that truth, because they have come to that level of being just that. Activations works on all, but we have to go through our own way. Wherever we are, there we are. We cannot be completely in karma and attachments and living in the mind, and next day we wake up ascended masters. No, or enlightened. It takes time. It takes time, which doesn't exist in this now. But some fortunate souls can embody just this. Not embody, starting to embody. Or maybe some even embody, because some are enlightened, ascended for very long on this earth. And even masters of unimaginable capabilities and divine siddhis, mystical powers, are on earth, few, this very day. Even masters that never left. I don't mean in inner earth, but on the earth. So yes, somebody is here, maybe. Not only in word, but in being as Christ, can turn water into wine, can bend time and space, bend reality. Somewhere waiting, maybe. But not so many. Maybe on one hand, fingers, or two hands. But greater is the number of those new masters that are really starting to live this truth from the heart, realize this truth, and becoming conscious and aware what is this time around about. That's why I have no, when they give Osho and quotes of Sai Baba and all, yes, I respect and everything, but I'm not going into following. I may be inspired by quote, I may be inspired by meme, maybe inspired by article. My autism, I cannot read. If I get transcripted article on YouTube or something, I can listen. Yes, I like, but we have to understand what is this time we are now in and who we are. This is the time when greatest masters ever appear on this earth to do greatest things ever, with greatest wisdom and greatest truth ever. Never before. And who are they, huh? You listening now. You and me. I know that. From the heart, not from the body. It's enough for the start. God knows. Yes, it's you. So I see people are following ascension, reading stuff and everything, but they don't take seriously that, yes, we are the masters we are waiting for, and this is the time of greatest revelation, of greatest act on this earth that was never seen before and recorded by any religious script, nowhere before. And even truths that are spoken today over social media and YouTube, never been before revealed by no master of history, not Buddha, not Jesus Christ. No one really saw deeply, because no one could that time understand, even though if they knew it and they were just that truth themselves. That's why Christ said, you would not understand yet. I could tell you so much more. You would not understand yet. Because it was not time to understand, it was time to plant the seeds. So this is the time. And you are that master you are waiting for. And it doesn't matter if he's same master than you are, and you know you are hurt, and he, so many. Doesn't matter. There was one on the beginning, and now from many came one, and many can be the one if they choose. Everyone. But will everyone choose? Or, sadly, too many remain in separation and really living in fantasy but not taking seriously the truths we are speaking. This is real. Ascension is real. You becoming the greatest master ever walking on this earth is real. God knows this, but cannot force your will to choose what is chosen for you. Religion may throw, oh, you are the devil if you choose that. Well, religion was designed in that in name of God takes God away from people. Well, and it's felt now, and it's insane what it means. Who I am, who are you? I just this Purna Ananda, this body here, this human self from birth and to death. I'm not that only. Am I soul trapped in my body? No. What he said. He's not body and he's not soul, so he's nothing, huh? Well, I'm not artificial intelligence either. I'll tell you what I am, that's what you are. I am my body now speaking to you, trapped in the infinity of my multidimensional soul, through time and space, not on this linear point of time even, through my all incarnations regarding this body, my own higher and lower representation through dimensions up to the source. Higher self, my higher self, all in between, all the representation wherever in the creation, in wherever time, in wherever dimension, soul is incarnated in beautiful, heavenly, 5D and above realities, or low, 4D, 3D, and all the lives we lived in this world through what ascension is. You want to know, really? Ascension is to be here standing in this body, and these are the codes of 99 portal, available to everyone, but will affect everyone in the way where everyone is. So, what I was speaking here, this body, you know, I am, and all the incarnations that I took in this world, multiple, even now, many are you, and you are many, and you love each other maybe as best friends, who you are, same soul experiencing the creation and ascension of heaven and earth, and becoming that one great master that you were in the beginning one. How many can be one, and we all can be one. So, all these incarnations in this world, parallel through all lifetimes, through all time. In no time, there's no time, that's the point. All higher dimensional representations. And through all the creation, higher dimensional, lower dimensional creation. Insane, huh? What it means, you in this body, here, there, becoming that multidimensional, realized, embodied completion of your complete existence of the soul through all the dimensions, through all the time, through all the parallelity. And standing in the body, looking like human being, but realized being multidimensional, being your soul through time and space, really knowing this body is just trapped to express itself, to express this multidimensional infinity of your soul in this world, in this dimension, but you are everything above, below, in all depths. And you know it. So, for those who are ready, they can feel this. Not only that they get information and they know and they feel somewhere, no, to start embodying, to realize consciously from where what is coming. You know, from which manifestation of your soul, in which time, in which dimension, up to the source. Really being multidimensional, being, feeling exactly, seeing with third eye, you can say. Seeing with third eye for me is not seeing as something other, something else that's seeing. Some other sense that needs some other name because seeing is with eyes. Feel seeing. In depth. Being. Knowing. Truth. Really becoming as higher beings, angels are in heaven, you on earth. By shaking, speaking this little bit. It's beautiful. So, those who are really ready, cross the rainbow bridge, they can really start consciously working from their own manifestation through all time and space, through dimensions. Intense. And beautiful energy. Speaking about the moon, so let me say how it affects everybody. Much inspirations, much creative inspiration to create, to do. Lights may go on, bulbs. Oh, or maybe go live on new moon tomorrow because I just want to speak on that now, but this is not the topic now. But let me just touch this. Everybody gets, according to their state of consciousness and high vibration, according to their embodiment of their divine multidimensional self, and according to their where they are and their path, access. So some who are on the most very high level, they can feel consciously. Now their multidimensionality starting to feel, starting to master babies. I'm a baby. And somebody else on the maybe some stage where still some worked with karma much, some pain and suffering like this, where it's still not knowing and still being a little bit of this world and like this and still dealing with that. They can feel much inspiration, much motivation, much ideas, just much, because not consciously, but the access is open more now to your multidimensional self, and unconsciously you get inspiration, motivation, creative ideas, and everything like that. It's a beautiful energy. Everyone benefits with this 9-9 portal. Everyone becomes wiser, deeper. Regardless on which level you are, you become wiser and deeper because it's open. And according to the work that we have done, we get our fruits. Consciousness. Anyway, this sweet moon also promises material gifts. But I'm not speaking this video about the moon, really. I'm just speaking about the ascension energy and these beautiful gifts available. So we all benefit as much. It's like isn't this moon called harvest moon also or what? Yeah, I don't know, but this just came in my heart. But it is. We done so much work, and now in the consciousness, in our multidimensionality, in our access to really ourself, higher self is also ourself, we harvest the gifts. We work on ourself multidimensionally so much, and we harvest the gifts of all our multidimensional embodiments. On our own level, when we can handle it. And everyone benefits who is in the process, for sure. Becomes wiser and deeper. Beautiful. Beautiful. There's a lot of also, when you purge and you have dreams and you have these things that you cannot understand really, what is this now? From where did this come from? You have to understand that through ascension, you have parts of yourself in third dimension, in suffering and dealing with lots of stuff. And you many times deal with your parallel expressions. And you don't even know where that shit is coming from you. And this is the magic. Because the magic of the greatest masters on earth that ever appear is to harvest all the greatest gifts from their higher selves, higher expressions all up, and all the parallel expressions everywhere. To get the experience, to really then be great master, to have really vast experience and knowing. Because what is the point of ascension? Higher beings, we come in this world because we want to be greater master, wiser, deeper. And then we create these experiences to learn about third dimension suffering and pain. So after we become greater masters than when we came here down. That's why Jesus said you'll do greater things. That is always greatest than it was before. And that's why we created this terrible, awful game in this third dimension in order we can conquer it. Because we wanted to become greater masters, deeper masters, more wise, more experienced, soul more expanded. So that's why we are harvesting even from our expressions around us and in parallel dimensions and wherever, which are suffering the best of. And we are clearing many times the worst of them also, which are us. And that's how the greatest master on earth ever, that's how they achieve that greatest mastery, because not only from the wisdom of higher dimension, being one with all higher dimensional expressions, and source, but collecting the wisdom through the experience of all the suffering and pain of multidimensional embodiment of myself, yourself, and be more wise, be more sharp, know more how to help like a master, understand more. As we ascend to completion, we are actually greatest masters, greater masters than ones that we came in the beginning. That's why Jesus said, "We will do greater things." That's how the game of creation works. Always Source learns more, wants to become expanded more, and Always higher beings come in the lower realities, and as they rise, they become more expanded, greater masters ever. So, I have chosen this very long time ago. I said, hey, I don't want nothing else. It's working. And I know that everything, even physically, is to work, because how the healing is felt past 2 weeks, what's happening. Donna listening to me every day, something like a chronic pain, like I will die almost. No, not I will die, but it was really intense, like every day something, you know. And then I just realized how this healing works. Look, today elbow, yesterday knee, and this, and it's not going this work, but I see how actually in mind I could panic what is happening, but I actually see the greatest healing ever performed in my body. It's going fast. So I know that we are to reach that greater things and our greater self being here. As I know, I thought in high school, I thought I'll not live long. And it was with a good reason. It was quite understandable statement. I know through miracles of ascension, miracles of love of God, the greatest healings through time, through years, in my consciousness, in my head, in my heart, and in my body. You have to have faith. You have to have faith in what I'm telling you now, and this deep source truth. This is just entertainment if you don't have faith in it, no problem. You don't like it, turn off. But you can have faith to say, okay, source, I believe there's one God. If you have still this program, something like this, I surrender to you. I open my heart and protect myself with all the angels. Give me the highest. I am open. I am emptied cup. I am emptied cup. Reveal to me the truth through me, in me. Like this we can do safely. We don't have to believe anything what is spoken these days. But we can take this advice. Take shelter at the source, God, whatever you call, I don't care. There's only one source, that I am you, in the middle of creation, center, love. Take shelter at God, surrender. Empty your cup with all these beliefs of separation and all this, because even this, that's why I don't use much gurus of previous centuries and like this, because like recent centuries, because there's half truths and all this stuff. You know, you don't have to believe nothing. We can just take the information, but we can empty our cup. Okay, let the highest, what is possible for me, if I'm still religious and like this and dealing with this, then I can go like this and it's safe. God reveal through me, embody in me what is the highest possible for me. I surrender. There's no belief, nothing. Oh, I don't believe this. This is too crazy what they are speaking. No. Take shelter at the source and let God decide. We surrender. If you do that, really, from the heart, there'll be no difference between your consciousness very soon between God and you. And then after some time in this world, also in body. This is safe for everyone, even for those who cannot believe things that are said. This is safe, even safe with Bible. Surrender to God, all is fine. And you say, God, take care of me. Even religions would say this, God, do the highest for me. Okay. But, and then this, what I'm speaking today, becomes your reality, and you understand religion is just some reflection in a mirror, and even the many of the so-called spiritual truths. Now is the time, the greatest masters, as they come on earth, who are you and me, are to reveal the greatest truth that no guru, no master, no one ever revealed before. And YouTube and Facebook and social media is full of such revelations in these times, and accelerating and intensifying more and more always in truth, in depth. So you are the one you're waiting for. Can you believe this? You are the one you're waiting for, as no one ever graded before here. Choose that. You can choose that. God, if you want that for me, okay. But I really, for those who listening, who really want to choose, like, yes, it feels so good to feel alive, Yeah, I am. Yes, I am. Like Moses said, how will I do these things? How? And the source replied, I am. I don't care for the story. Their story is very weird and like this, but just this parallel. How can I do these things? I am. So we don't have to believe nothing. We don't have to accept nothing, but we don't have to reject nothing also. We can surrender and open our hearts, our empty. Can you imagine? This is the end time. This is the time where greatest master come now. This greatest masters are you. They are to speak greatest things ever spoken in the history and do greatest things ever done in the history. There was never greatest master in the history because they were learning through all this matrix time to become that greatest masters in the end that ever walked this earth. And this is you. Oh, the masters of old want us to look ahead, not back. We can look back to get the inspiration. I love to get the motivation, to get the activation, to get all. Like we can go back to Jesus Christ. Jesus said, you will do greatest things. You do greater things. Yeah. Take that blessing. That's how it ends, not the story. Before the tragedy. Why not? Once again, those who are really in the truth, they don't need even to be told this, but I know my audience is like mixed. And those who really cannot accept these things can just, they have faith in Krishna, they have faith in Jesus, they can just surrender there. Okay, I don't know if this is true, I empty my cup, you protect me, you reveal me the highest truth, and the real Jesus Christ is to, for sure, show you that there's no difference and you are to do greater things. The most wise. Because as masters, ancient masters came, they were fresh. And now, as you come back, your experience, all the wisdom you collected through the incarnations in darkness, all the parallelity, like I said before, you become that multidimensional being holding that experience through all the dimensions and all your lifetimes and parallelity in this world, parallel lifetimes and everything. And you are the wisest, you are the greatest, and because that's the, like I said, that's the purpose of this game. Higher beings come down to become even greater, to even greater things, to expand even more consciousness in their soul. Like one came, now many. Like So many say, I'm Michael, I'm Gabriel, I'm this, I'm that. Then they fight and God Christ in their heart. You stupid, crazy idiots. You don't know multidimensionality. You fighting linearity. You literally fighting with yourself saying, I'm not you. You are not, I don't exist. Yeah, literally. It's just linear in this world so much. Yeah, if I remember I'm Michael, then he's not. I have to finish him like Highlander. There can be only one, not George, and cut the head. That is happening on social media like kindergarten many times. No, I'm Michael, I am. So let's fight, put the sword out and Highlander. There can be only one. But you know, I like some better truth. Like this Paul McLeod dude, he came to the senses on the end and he said, guys, we can all be one. Can we please all be one? Yeah. No more. Turn these swords into, I don't know what, torches of the violet flame. Yeah, you see, it's matching with my shirt. Yeah, linear. They are linear. They don't understand. You know, they don't. They want to be. They want to ascend. They say they are ascended angels and masters, and I don't know what. But then they are in linear consciousness. If I am, then you are not. If this is true, then this is not. If you said this, I have to attack you because you said it, and like this is this. Linear. So literal and linear. They don't understand that how the truth of the soul and incarnation and ascension, and they don't understand themselves even. They say they are this angel and I don't know what, and the chosen one and Messiah and I don't know what. But then that's so literal that they want to fight over because they are afraid if I am, you're not, because I am. No? And I observe the show, watching and laughing. Because I know who I am and what God, I care what others say who I am. God knows in my heart and always comforts that truth and empowers. I'm just laughing. What are they doing? Children, kindergarten. But you are not doing that who listening. I really feel not because you know me. I don't like that. No opposition, no duality, no negativity, no fighting, no these things. I don't like. We all are one, we all can be the one, and if you choose yourself, God has already chosen you, you can be the one too. You know? And we all can be. How is beautiful this ascension and finale. You yourself, who you are this life, unique, becoming your higher self, your multidimensional self, all selves, but not as higher self, but unique. You, unique, sovereign, individual, different than another one who is you also. Different from the one above, the new masters. Oh, unique, every one of those. That's how ascension works. The higher being seeds the soul, and then it blossoms through many, 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 many. This is the fragmentation of the soul, bam, and then every one of that fragmented souls can receive all the wisdom back and embodiment and become the expression and manifestation of that ascended master that was one and all connected. And before was one, now many, and everybody unique. They are making many Michaels, they say, many Michaels, but everyone is unique when ascended, sovereign, individual, with really unique taste and feel. That's beautiful. That's actually what's creation about. Just ever expanding, ever learning, ever creating, always wiser, always deeper, always more truth, more love, more expansion. So one becomes many and get lost in darkness, and then when they found in the light, all that many become greater as one. And in the beginning stage, you will know from where what is coming, from which experience, from which representation and manifestation, incarnation, from which dimension. You will start to, if you are on that level that is now, I speaking on the level that is most high now available, and embodying those embodied who are ready for that. This is available. No magic trick that happens for everyone. We all have to go through our ascension. But you have to realize, hey, I'm working through this body from that dimension, from that dimension, from that time, from that time, from that time, from that time. This parallel. Even from my neighbor, because he's me. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And from the source, and from the source, from everyone, because if I go into source, ascension, source consciousness, then everyone is me. And I am everyone that I am, and we all are one, huh? Yeah, beautiful. I get excited like little child. I feel I was speaking like little child also. I'm still do. Yeah, this is what I'm observing now, how I really becoming softer, nicer, more, but naturally polite and really knowing, but not always. Sometimes in the morning I should stay off Facebook, then I just explode when I don't like something. Don't give some fire. But many times I'm mastering this. Really, if I just don't like something and nobody will understand, I find the words to really explain it nicely. Hey, I just don't like this because this is the dynamics of my page. I'm very weird. I'm like this. Please respect this and like this. But before I could never do that. I just felt sane, but I didn't know how to put in the words that. And I was just felt disturbed because I'm very sensitive creature. Like what people like in this world, I many times don't. Like like Messenger and posting pictures on my wall, I don't like really that because I don't do that. Like I said, I tag people so they can see in their tags, they can choose if they keep or not, but it doesn't necessarily appear on their screen and their page. And you can really difficult to explain this to people. Nobody understands this because it's natural, but I just feel I don't like it. It's my gallery. Sometimes, from time to time, I may like it. Everything else I remove. But I keep the photos and use them later when the energy is for the using. For me, it's like this is sacred temple, but it's difficult for me to express why I don't like certain things that everybody else does. And now I can, in peace, find that words from my multidimensional self in peace. That's beautiful. That's beautiful if we can express our will and nicely with love, then it's no problem. Nowhere. And I have bad temper of Moses, and it's not easy for me to master this. Yes, it's part of my divine self, it was, and it can still appear for the greater reason where nothing else is understood. And sometimes just because I'm going through my things for a second, but not more, then I just stop it. Well, some comedy must be, no? There are very great possibilities in this new moon. Really getting that ideas, getting that work started, going to the next level from where you are. So many beautiful things are really possible with this energy, if we are possible. Something we could not do before because of that, some blockages. Now just from the infinite vastness of our multidimensional soul, everything can just flow to us. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Like I don't know what I'm to speak about really. When I press the button, I just before in the forest in meditation, I get idea in my heart. This would be good to speak, and just I think few sentences like this, and you have to surrender. For me, just going in my heart space and speaking from there. And I tell you, this is the multidimensional insanity, not channeling. When you know exactly what you're speaking, when you understand exactly what you're speaking, when you speak it according to your will, and you know what you speak, and it's clearly what you speak, but you never heard it before. But everything is clear and known, but you never heard it before. That's how you can do greatest things. You just have to start. Because we say, oh, but if I cannot do the book now. I cannot make these videos now. I cannot start this now because I'm not capable. Hey! Everything is open. You surrender. We start a work. That's how I started years ago. I didn't know. I was shaking. But as I started, even if I started in the most purging, as I put my keyboard, because on first I didn't make videos, and I started to write, and everything came from my heart that I needed so I could help myself and others. Now it comes from peace and from being the truth. But before, this was insane. Instead of suffering and crying and complaining what's happening, I sit here down, I write, and I wrote exactly what I needed to do. Advice I needed, I got it from the heart as I was writing, and many are needed. That's why I said I don't really need advices. I'm multidimensional, uh, uh, how to say, schizophrenia from very long. I don't go to advisor when something is messing with me, and even years ago, I don't like it. I just function like that. I sit with myself, I teach myself. I was always like that. It works. So I guess I was born multidimensional being. Because I never had a feeling nobody telling me something. It's funny when this is happening. Me telling to me. And one me is illusion. One me was an illusion, one me not, but it's me speaking to me. Me. Like sitting on a chair in bed and just giving myself a lecture and chastisement like that. It's so I'm very blessed to be the source, to really come from the source. And I don't have these barriers underneath to identify with angels, with any higher beings and like this. I identify with the source as I am at the beginning. And I never knew exactly what's in past years, what I'm doing when I'm advising myself like this. I just thought I'm just crazy like nobody else. Okay. But it always worked. And if somebody else wanted to advise me, nowhere worked. But I got the message in my dreams in 2012 from Source. Really, message that Salvador Dali would understand. Like, to you, I will give all the questions, all the correct questions. He will never ask any question because I will give you all the questions, all the correct questions you already given. I given you, and you will have no questions. And you will just find the answer everywhere and you will give that answer. But you, my dear child, you will never understand why even people have to speak to each other and chat. And it was not said chat, but it was meant this. And why I have to think so much. And like this, the message went. Why I have to figure out things. Why I have to talk about things. So I'm very weird. And I just accepted it. And it's difficult because rarely you find some weird people. Even the weirdest people don't expect you to be that weird. Completely opposite. Like it was said in that message. What is to be the day for them, it is to be night for you. Like this. So that's why I can share such deep messages like today's message with you. It's coming from my heart. And that's why just surrender. Open your heart. Don't believe anymore in separation between source and you, between angel that you are, your higher self and you, and like this. But open yourself. If it is possible and meant by the source for me to become my higher self and multidimensional being that I am and become that what I think I'm separated of, let it be so. I surrender. I don't know. I don't say that it's so, but I don't reject it. I'm open to the highest possibility. Like that. And multidimensional schizophrenia is a beautiful thing. Actually nothing. It's not a disease. It's enlightenment. It's, like I said, being in this body, knowing this body is trapped in the infinity of the vastness of your soul, and just letting the vastness of the soul come to you and heal this world. Like this. I said on the beginning, this video, this has to be greatest lecture ever. I hope it was. Well, we all have to be greater all the time, and deeper and wiser. Like that. So empty your cup of all beliefs and everything. Surrender to source, trust in source, and just like a child, open yourself and let the source reveal the highest truth within you, being you multidimensionally, as you do all the work to let go. That's why we have to let go of all this insanity and density of this world, all this karma and everything, and all what keeps us down, all our illusions. We are not this human vessel. We are not this son of this mother and this father, husband of this one and that one, if they don't treat us nice. Can you understand? This is just one leaf of the book. And all your incarnations in one book, and all the parallel incarnations in the other books, and there are so many books. So who are you between that books? You are not just that page. You are not even just that book of your all lifetimes, or all the library of all the parallel lifetimes, all the library of your multidimensional existence. No, you're not that even. You are the writer, the one who wrote the books. That's why we are focused on this illusion of this page so much, on karma, on people we are attached on. But we don't understand that we are multidimensional being, and this page we think is real is actually in the billions and billions and billions and billions of pages that belong to us through the infinity of multidimensional books that we are. And we had different husbands before, different mother, father, different brother, sister, and if our attachments are keeping us pinned on that page, well, this is only, like I said, not even 1 billion of your existence. This is just nothing. But if you choose to surrender and let go of the world and everything you have to release, all the dense energies and karma and toxic situations and the attachment and depending on others. On this leaf here, listening that you are, I see rainbows on this leaf, you are listening. Your leaf, this life, on this page, now, you, in this lifetime, you can become the completion of your multidimensional infinity of your soul expressed through this body. Huh? Or you can remain attached to the characters and all the pain on the leaf, on that page, that one page. Or you can choose to bring all the pages of the book and all the books in the library, all the books in the universe, and the writer of the books to embody you with all your books and all the pages. On that very page that I'm speaking now from and you're listening. This life. What he said, huh? Yeah. So that was the good news for today. You don't have to accept it, agree with it, understand it. You can just say to God, whatever is possible, let the highest happen. Release, empty all the beliefs, opinions, and everything. You trust, regardless where you are. If you trust in Source, God, nothing can go wrong. Take protection there. Yes, you deserve only the highest. You are everything. I am everything we are. Ooh. So be blessed. You are not this leaf. You are not this book of your life even. You are not even the library. You are the one who wrote all the books. And all the books together you are in every leaf. And like I said, all can be expressed and embodied through you now here on this page, on that one book. Huh? And imagine on that one page of that one book, all the books, all the pages, all the library and the writer is expressed through that page, and that page is you, the greatest master ever walking this earth. Woo! Ah, it's beautiful. So empty your cup and open yourself and surrender and trust in the process, because for those who choose to empty their cup, surrender to the source, give the world of karma, attachments and pain, surrender the beliefs, opinions, or the separation. This is then your destiny, to be the greatest master ever walking this earth. The page of one book through which all the creation and the creator is expressed. So be blessed. If you want to, you see my work is art more. Everything is artistic, even this video. So if somebody wants to support my art so I can do more, you are so welcome. Unconditionally free, as I speaking free, no expectation, but do know gratitude. For every coin is like, because I appreciate everything was given freely, and without this I cannot work in this world to help others out. But it's, these people don't know, it helps also them, because in giving we receive, and the cycle goes, we receive what we need when we give what is needed more. Many need spiritual gifts, we need sometimes survival, and we are meant for greater things. I know if I receive and my dreams come true and everything I'm working on, when I receive much, I know there's never too much, because when you know what you are here to do, when you have all the projects and missions and everything in your head already, that's not such money that you cannot use, because this world needs love, this world needs healing, this world needs truth to be spoken. But for now, I'm grateful for survival. I have food, even though it becomes heavy and worrying how it will go because no security, no nothing. But I trust. We have to trust in our work. Yeah, that's why I'm speaking now, because something I forgot, yes. That's why I'm speaking now this. We have to start. If we want to start doing what is in our heart but out of fear, like this Raskar here always tell you, you will go homeless, you will go that, you will not survive. And hey, you rascal, always everything worked out in a miraculous way. Because I never followed this rascal. I follow the heart, that voice in the heart telling everything, just trust, just let go, release. Be with the emotion, feel it, express it, yell it, I don't care. And then just release, release, and trust. You don't have to know how, where, just trust. And my experience, regardless all the fear and everything, always everything worked out in the end. The reality is slowly changing. It's unchanging. An abundance that is within me, the gold is just matter of time when it comes out. Because the reality has to align to the reality within one day. If we do our work, we try what we can. And that's why it's important to stop living out of fear. If we want to embody the multidimensional infinity vastness of the soul and become the greatest master ever walked on this world, we have to stop living out of fear. When fear said, "No, but if you will do that, you will die. You will be finished. No, you go there like you be a slave. No, you do this in the evening, half an hour, and go to sleep, and then suffer all day and give half an hour to your dreams." This is the fear telling us. And we go after fear. It was not easy for me 3 years ago go against that fear and go after the desire of source, God in my heart, with just that feeling resonating. Trust and start doing what you know you're here to do. It's not easy to trust because this rascal wants security. This rascal has many ideas and many anything. But as I see, even today, that's why I say this. Today in video, another master I was watching on YouTube said same. Always everything worked out. You have to start. Trust and do. Go for it. And regardless if it's fear that you will not be good enough, or fear for survival, or fear that others will not accept, fear that you are not ready to do that, but you know inside that you want to do it, the inspiration is coming, the motivation, but inside, no, I'm not ready, I'm not capable, I cannot do that. Hey, what I was speaking just now, you are the multidimensional vastness of your soul. And 99 portal opens the access more and more to everybody. And this, what I will say now, was possible even more. Because when you start doing, your heart opens. And you are to create just that masterpiece, or do that master work, or do some master service that you thought you cannot. Because it will come from not from this your limited self, but from your multidimensional infinity of your soul, just from there where it's needed. So we just have to start. I know when I made here first video, you can go back. I was so much anxious, and I don't know what will happen and how. And even if I watched it few days ago, and it's amazing. I spoke about the moon and the sun kissing and the night and about all these things, and I just went deeply. And you just have to start. And that rascal was saying, no, you will make a fool of yourself. Look, 60 people are liking your writings. Now when you will make a video, they will hear you, your voice maybe jumping, your eye. Don't do. Why not just press start live? And it was amazing video. And then from that point, I made video almost every day. Like this, start, and always they were better. And now I don't even think. I just, poof, doesn't matter. Always everything perfect. Just do your work. You will work not through this body just, but to infinity of your soul, to all the creation. Like that. So, I hope you enjoyed. I love to speak about science, very simple words. There's nothing scientific in this lecture, but the science is explained very beautifully. So like this. You are actually greater than I am, I'm greater than I am, you are greater than I am, that I am, and we are to be greater than ever greater. Because the purpose of creation is to become always greater, more expanded, more full, more deep, more wise, more. Om Namaste, love you, be blessed, love you so much.